Hey everyone, welcome back. I haven't done a Sling student loan Sunday in a while, so I am back to update you guys. So today we're going to play with $50 as per usual. So I'm just going to go to my little heat envelope here, and now we have 110 in there. So I'm going to tuck that away and move that to the side. And then this student loan, I actually did finish. So this one is paid off now. So I am just going to color it in and talk a little. So most of this, as usual, is because of my Etsy. All my Etsy sales have been going towards my student loan. And after paying off this loan, I kind of felt a little burnt out from going so hard on my student loans. I mean, I think this is either my 5th or 6th paid off loan from last year. Like, I started this kind of beginning of last year, and I was really gung-ho, and these amounts were smaller, so you know, it was easier to snowball them and work hard at them. But I'm starting either my 6th or 7th. I think it's starting my 6th loan, and I'm just feeling a little unmotivated to go as hard as I have been going. And it's because, like, you know, when you're on this debt-free journey, you do tend to put away like things that you enjoy that cost money. Like, you tend to put those to the side so that you could put that money towards your student loan. And I 100% did that. And usually that's fine. Like, I'm not somebody that needs to purchase a lot of stuff, but I do get to a point where if I haven't bought stuff that I like for a while, I go on like shopping spree, I guess is the best way. So I spent a little time buying myself things that I like, and now I feel like it's out of my system. So I'm ready to crack back down on this and get going, getting back to the grind, because, you know, these loans do hold a heavy weight over my head. And I think the other thing, it's like a numbers game, but like, I was obviously paying off these smaller student loan balances to have easy wins, to, you know, I mean, $4,000, it's not an easy win by any means, but compared to my other student loans, they're significantly smaller. So, you know, I paid these off because they were the smallest ones, and I could probably get them done in a reasonable amount of time and feel like accomplished with getting them done. And that was great. But my student loan balance, my overall balance, like when I log into Nelnet, it shows me what I owe cumulative across all my loans. And even though I was paying off loans, like, it felt like my balance wasn't really shifting all that much. And it's because I was paying off all the small ones. Now, that doesn't change the way that I am going about this. I'm still going smallest to largest, with some looking at interest rates. Like, if I have two that are similar, then I'll take the one with the higher interest rate. But that also kind of took the wind out of my sails, if you know what I mean. Like, seeing that I was doing all this work towards it and I felt accomplished, but then like that big number just didn't seem to reflect it as much as it should have. So anyways, it just still seems like such a big number, even though I've paid off 5 loans. I'm like, man, I feel like it should be half. Well, it's not, because I've been paying off the little ones. So yeah, I took a break, and I think I'm ready to get back into the saddle with this. So let me pull out the next one. This is my next one, and this is the last one that is under like 5,000, I think. I think from here on out, they're either 6, 8, there's a 13. There might be another value in there that I'm not remembering, but they're bigger is my point. Sorry about the weird lighting. It's early morning, so I'm sorry. So we are starting on this AB loan. And yeah, I'm excited to get this crushed in hopefully by mid-year. No, probably by end of summer. That would be a great goal, is to get this done. As you guys know, that most of my student loan payments come from my Etsy shop. So I've been really focusing this past few weeks on like, how can I amp that up for as my student loans amp up. And so I'm hoping for a pretty sizable release in May on my Etsy shop of some new items. I'm excited for them. It's not just scratch offs, but there will be some scratch offs if that's what your budget allows. But I'm looking at some more books, releasing some more books. Also, I wanted to show my Ko-fi membership. Now this one, anybody can look at. This was March's, so everybody has already gotten this. So if you're a Vine member of my Ko-fi, you get this 5x7. It's an exclusive scratch off, so this one will never be released in my shop. You can only get it in my Ko-fi membership and that month, and that's it. So I can't live, laugh, and love in these conditions. But then if you're a Blossom membership, which is I think $15 a month, if I'm remembering correctly, you also get a set of 3, and I just thought these were so funny. So suspect claims that she's an adult but still orders chicken tenders. Suspect always has 5 miles until empty. And then suspect claims she's going to bed but scrolls on TikTok. So you get those set of 3. The set of 3, I'm not going to say will stay exclusive, but what I'm thinking is that I will release them in my Etsy shop, but it will be a full year from when they're in the Ko-fi membership. So if you want them sooner, you'll have to sign up for the Ko-fi membership. And then, like I said, the 5x7 will not ever be in the shop. So Blossom member gets these 2. Also, no matter what level of membership you have with me, I also have a Sprout membership, and that's I think $5 a month. But you get a set of minis. I say that I'd at least give 2, but I've been getting a set of 3 lately. And then you also get a 25% exclusive discount code to my Etsy shop. So Blossom members get all of that. So I'm going to show you what went out in my April, because this will get posted still in April and you'll still have time to grab this if you want it. But if you're a Ko-fi member of mine and you don't want to be spoiled on the surprise, look away. Now's your time. All right, so you always get this little card that tells you what comes with what tier, and I write your name across it. The 5x7 this month was this. It's just a girl laying in some daisies. It just screams spring to me, and I said like I matched my nails to this theme this month, and I think that's so funny. It was an accident really, but maybe I should do that monthly. So here's a 5x7, and then that's what you get if you're a Vine member. And then if you're the Blossom member, you get this in addition to this set of 3. And I just love this clip art. Like, these girls look so happy and so relaxed. This girl with her dog with the little flower crowns, and then she's reading in a daisy patch, and then she's just swinging. I just feel like this is how I feel when it starts warming up outside. Like, I just want to be out there in the elements and relaxing. So yeah, I was really happy with how these turned out this year. Another thing with looking at expanding what I offer, I am looking at offering planner stickers. I don't know when those will be released. I'm starting to work on my initial designs. I do have a silhouette, it's really old. But yeah, it's in the working phases right now. And yeah, I'm having a fun time doing it. It will be in a different Etsy shop than what I have my scratch offs in. It's going to be under Summers Studio. Summers spelled like my last name, so SOMMERS Studios, all one word. And that is that will be exclusive to planner stickers. So that way you're not having to, if you're not interested in the planner stickers, you're not having to rifle through them when you're shopping for your scratch offs. Okay, I have done enough talking. So let me put this to the side and we are gonna jump into our challenge here. So we had $50. We are on this alphabet roll and it looks like we have $1 IOU. So let me get my calculator here. So 49. Good, you could still see everything. And I'm still sorry about the glare here. All right, so we are just rolling this alphabet dice. By the way, this is from Saving with Shalonda. This is her heat book, and I've been using it exclusively for my student loans, for Slaying Student Loan Sunday. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. So that is a D. So it's now been a while, so for each letter we're gonna save 2, and if we finish a word we save an additional 5. So V. In other news, my Obi dog has been acting differently. W. Am I missing it? I don't think there's a W. Oops. F. So yeah, Obi has been having some problems, having accidents in the house. We've taken him to the vet and they've done everything on him, scans, blood work, and they just tell me he's perfectly healthy. So I don't know what's going on. We're going to measure how much water he's drinking, and I'm gonna get him a pee band, but it's just so hard when your dogs get older, you know. I mean, he's 10. I feel like he's not that old. Okay, a wild card. Let's do this so that we can finish that one. But yeah, everything else has been doing okay. My son is planning to go to prom next weekend with his girlfriend. Okay, was that first one not a N? Was it a Z? Well, it's too late now because this is an N. It's too late now. It's fine. We're gonna keep moving on. So yeah, that's good. And my work was super busy at the end of March, and now we literally have nothing. So we're all kind of worried about our jobs again, but that's just like how it goes there, you know? C. There's gotta be a C in here. Just need to... Maybe there's not a C in here. So yeah, the job front is kind of a little bit worrisome, but we're doing our best and that's all we can do. And yeah, my husband's work is going to be really busy this summer because they're redoing some of the heating and cooling systems at his job. So he will have overtime, which will probably be good if I'm out of a job. I hope I'm not out of a job, but you just never know. You just never know. I think, wow, I keep getting a P. I think I told you guys in that little update that I did that I quit my side hustle. It was just like the paperwork. Okay, what is that, an L? An I? Is that an L or an I? That's an L, okay. The paperwork associated with keeping competent at that place and only working 16 hours, it was just becoming a little too much. So I just decided it's probably best. And then that gives me time to grow what I want to grow, which is my Etsy shop, my at-home businesses, and then I get to be home with my kids more. So it was just it just made sense. And I know like I have a good standing there, so if something does happen at my job, I could probably get hired there pretty quickly. I just don't know that I want to, but what can we do? Okay, well, we're gonna have an IOU because I don't, let's see, a wild. Let's just do this. All right, so guess what? We owe $1 again. All right, yep, that is it for me today, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry how, what's the word? Sorry how I'm not very consistent over here. It's just life is busy, and I do enjoy doing this, but sometimes it's hard to find the time because I do like to film when no one's home. And summer is coming up and I will not have that opportunity, so I don't know what that looks like. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, please go over and follow me. It's debt-free by 43 on Instagram, and that way I post on my stories all the time. So I don't know if you guys are if you like to see stories or posts, but I'm a story girl and I post on my stories all the time, so you can get a little bit more insight onto what's happening in the budgeting world versus like my personal life. And yeah, so take a gander over there if you dare, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.